Hey everybody, this is Ben here at That Cologne Guy coming at you with another fragrance review. If you follow my channel, you know that in the previous episode, my daughter and I we did a battle of the fragrances with the Amouage for Woman Discovery Collection. And each week I'm going to wear a woman's perfume for Amouage around and I'm going to give you my thoughts. So in this episode, I'm looking at none other than, let's see if I can get it to focus, I'm looking at, there we go, Honor Woman by Amouage. And in this Discovery Collection, they always give such a poetic description of each one. I really enjoy these. Sometimes I enjoy these more than the actual fragrance. And I always wonder if it's one person who writes these or whatever, but he or she is quite talented. So let's take a look at Honor Woman, excuse me. I'm a creature of habit. This is my first woman's perfume that I'm reviewing. This is Honor Woman, and let's see if the description holds. Honor Woman is a lavish and sophisticated white floral melange that captures the tragic predicament of Madame Butterfly. Her poetic love and heartbroken sorrow echo eternally in this transcendent fragrance. Each ingredient embraces a plethora of emotion and meaning. Sweet tuberose represents danger, jasmine attachment, gardenia, secret love, and lily-of-the-valley purity of heart. A harmoniously rich resin base of frankincense, amber, and apopanax injects dimension, depth, and complexity. So, does this 2011 white floral live up to its name? Well, I will say this. It certainly is a white floral. The initial blast on this one, with the notes, the initial blast, you get really three, which is white florals, tuberose, and then you also get lily-of-the-valley. So the lily-of-the-valley and tuberose are easy to pick up. When it comes to like specifically gardenia and things like that, that's a little out of my area, but I will house them all under white florals. So I'm going to say white florals, lily-of-the-valley, and tuberose easily in the initial blast. And after that, it kind of settles down. Now, on Fragrantica, when they talk about the heart notes, the base notes, excuse me, they mention vetiver, they mention leather, and then they mention incense. I have to tell you, maybe I would impress more if I were to say that I picked up those notes. I really didn't, though. On my skin, after about the 2-hour mark, it starts to go away from the white florals, and I got a lot more of amber. So you can help me out as far as apopanax. I'm not sure what that is, but I definitely got more of an amber feel to this. So after the 2-hour mark. So white florals originally, tuberose, and lily-of-the-valley, and then the lily-of-the-valley really and the tuberose do stick around, but then it really starts to amp up on the amber. So this is quite a unique fragrance, but those are the notes. And when it comes to the longevity and projection, I will say that projection stays. I put 4 sprays, 1 on each side of the neck and 1 on each wrist, and I got definitely within an arm's length for the first 2 hours, and then from 2 to 6, it stays pretty close to the skin. I did not get really too much more than, I would put this at the 6 to 8 mark for the projection, but definitely closer to 6. And really it's from the first 2 hours, it's about arm's length, and then it goes down to a skin scent from hour 2 to 6. So do you really, for an EDP, do you really want to spend that kind of cash for a fragrance like this that doesn't project terribly well? I was a little bit surprised by that, especially given that it's an Amouage. So as far as longevity, I would say the same. I would say 6 to 8, but much closer to 8. Much closer to 6. Now, you can make the argument that you can just spray more, but I was a little bit surprised by the longevity and projection. Would have liked a little bit more from an EDP niche. So again, when you're looking at over $300 a bottle for a 3.4 ounce or 100 milliliter, the price point well over 300, and then you would expect, much better projection longevity. So I would take off some points for that. Now, as far as the continuum from masculine to feminine, this is clearly a feminine fragrance. I wouldn't consider this a unisex. the lily of the valley is quite pronounced here, actually. I really liked it though. So as far as wearability, this is on a woman, of course. This is the target audience is it's marketed towards women, and this indeed is what I would consider a feminine fragrance. So on the continuum, would be quite far to the feminine side. Now, age group, I would say, for me, see, here's what I like about this fragrance. After the initial blast, which is a little off-putting because it has a lot of white florals, I will say this: it really settles down. The amber comes up, and it doesn't fall into the category of grandma/grandpa fragrance. I don't see this as a youthful fragrance, and so I'm gonna say kind of to me this is to be like the 30 to 60, 30 to 50 crowd. I see this as a mature scent. But I don't see this by any means as old in a negative way. So there you have it. That would be the age group I would put this at. Definitely for women, definitely for kind of 30 to 60, we'll say. And so we'll call this a mature scent. Now, seasons are pretty easy. This is very fresh, so this is going to be a spring, summer. No real doubt on that one. Now, as far as occasion, I have to tell you, I can't really... I kind of here. What's good about this fragrance is also, I guess, negative because this is not a daring fragrance, and so you're not going to see a lot of people disliking this one. But I could see how somebody would make the comment of, it's not necessarily. They couldn't see how it would be somebody's signature scent either. It's not terribly original, but it is well done. So you're not going to see too many people disliking it. And so as far as occasion and event, do I see this for the workplace? Yes. Do I see this as going out? Yes. Is it ultra romantic? Is the first thing I think of is going out for a romantic night out? No. But its wearability is high. It can adapt quite well to practically anything. There's nothing about this fragrance that screams either office or nighttime. So if you are the kind of person that likes to wear one fragrance all day and you don't really care about the event, this would work for this. Absolutely work for this, and that is something that I like about it. And so again, it's not the most daring, but it smells quite nice. So there you go. The occasion or the event could be practically anywhere. If I had to decide, I would say this is slightly more for a social event, and perhaps a romantic night out. And I would say it's less, because of the white florals, it's probably less an office scent, but you could easily wear this to the office, especially because the longevity and the projection are quite low. I mean, it stays quite close to the skin. At least it did for me. Now, let me give you the take. That's how it performed on my skin. And so, let me say, as a guy, how would I categorize this on a woman? So, did I like this scent for a woman? Absolutely. I really, really enjoyed this one. In fact, I have a feeling, I haven't sampled them all, but I have a feeling this will be either my number 1 or number 2 fragrance in this collection. I really, really appreciate this one a lot. What I like about it is really at the 2-hour mark when it starts to, okay, you kind of had enough of the white florals and the tuberose and the lily-of-the-valley, then it kind of goes away and into the amber. So I really, really appreciate this fragrance. I like the fact that it doesn't clear out a room. I would call it sophisticated. I would call it elegant. I would call it mature. I would call it pleasing. And I would not call it daring. So I really, really like this. Do I absolutely love this? And would I be moved to immediately ask? For example, if I smelled this on a woman, would I ask her? Would I say, "Excuse me, can you tell me which fragrance that is? Because I have to go get this." I don't know that I'd be moved to do that, and so I would say, yeah, this is quite good. This is actually a good. Well, it's a good blind buy for like a Mother's Day kind of present. The only problem with that, though, is that it's terribly expensive. So other than that, though, it's kind of the fragrance you could get somebody, and I I really can't imagine anyone disliking this one. I just don't know that I have. It wouldn't be in my top 5 all-time women's fragrances or fragrances that I absolutely love on a woman. So we're gonna leave it there. That's the way I would see it as a guy. I really like it. It's very pleasing, and it smells really nice. But is it a complete home run? No, it's not. Close though, very close. So there you have it. That is Honor Woman by Amouage, and this is my first review of a woman's perfume. I'm going to be doing this. So next week I will be looking at, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, these are in order. I will be looking at Blossom Love for next week. So I did enjoy wearing this one. Would I purchase this? Yes. And so you guys know, if you follow my channel, you know that I give a system out of 5 sprays. This one is another easy one because this one is a 4 out of 5 sprays. It smells very, very pleasant. I like it a lot. I enjoyed wearing it. I don't think it's unisex. I don't know that I would buy a bottle for myself, but it's definitely something that is pleasant and smells very nice. And so this is a 4 out of 5. I do think a woman, if you don't have a lot of white florals in your collection, or if you like tuberose, this is another one that'd be perfect for you. 4 out of 5. It's not. I don't see it as a classic. I don't see it, and the longevity and the projection were a little disappointing for me, so I'm not going to go 5 out of 5. This is definitely something that unequivocally belongs in your collection. So without further ado, I'm going to go 4 sprays on this one. If you guys follow my channel, you know I always go, I actually apply the fragrance, so I'm going to go 4 out of 5. Here we go. Without further ado, this is Honor Woman. Boom. 1 on each side of the neck, and 1 on each wrist. Whew. Okay, so this is quite a fresh. This room is now about as fresh as those flowers. Like many of you, of course, I'm staying home during the COVID-19 quarantine, and so I hope that you stay positive. I hope that you stay healthy, and I hope that you stay safe. Take care, and always remember, fragrance marks the celebration of today.